Hi, everybody. This is Crypto Rich, working with you to get rich with crypto, filling our pockets with crypto profit. And I'm thrilled to have with me not one, but two Morpheus Network tokens, the CEO and the COO, Noam, Eppel, and Dan Weinberger. We're going to be getting an update on what has been happening with Morpheus Network.
Take the first step towards online privacy. Get NordVPN.
I want to start by thanking you both for making yourselves available, because I know you're ridiculously busy, because there's so much happening with this project. And for people who don't know what Morpheus Network is, it's a project that ICO'd in February 2018. They've been building and building and building and building and building a supply chain logistics middleware solution. And essentially what that means is that goods can be tracked from the raw resources through to manufacturer, all the way to the retailer in such a way that it's seamless, effortless. Everybody along the chain gets the information that they need, and all made smooth by the power of the blockchain. That right? Have I learned enough about it by now, Dan?
I think that every time you do this, Rich, you do it a little bit better. And I think this was your best explanation of what we do. It's yes, supply chain middleware, pushing and pulling data as needed, keeping it seamless for all the companies involved, single version of the truth backed by blockchain as well. You said it very well. I thought I said actually a couple words, but yeah.
Yeah, I think you said it better, but you're the pro. Okay, and Dan, you are the CEO, and Noam, you are the COO. And what we're going to be doing in this video is getting an update on what's been happening lately, because I do have a whole series of videos on Morpheus Network, and I invite people to check out the playlist. Okay, now recently there's a new alliteration or a new platform or program. I know I should know better because I did a video on it as well. Morpheus Black.
Morpheus Network Black. Yeah, most definitely. The new release of the platform. We're very excited about that, obviously. You know, it's more so of a conglomeration of all the work we put in the last couple of years, right? Since the release of Morpheus Network Blue. This Morpheus Network Blue was amazing. We had our workflow builder, all that automation we built in for companies. But as time went on, we started putting together these amazing solutions specified for our clients themselves, leveraging, the platform itself in different ways. Different UIs, different integrations, 100+ integrations since Blue. It was well due to release a new version of the platform. And like you termed it as well, it's Morpheus Network Black. We're very excited about it. Obviously, benefiting some of our great clients like Federated Co-op out of Canada, MaxiaNet out of San Diego in the US. Obviously, companies down in Argentina through the Senasa partnership that we have as well. Very excited about it, Rich, and thank you so much for asking about it.
Right. Now, is it I imagine like it's like an evolution, almost like a species evolution. You have one particular species, it acquires new characteristics. Actually, that's not very good. Maybe like software, from Windows Vista to XP to Windows, maybe not Windows, but perhaps a better platform.
Well, Microsoft does some amazing things too. We have actually some projects we're doing with Microsoft as well, that being stored on Azure. So that's, obviously Microsoft, we love working with them too. And yeah, I would say that it's the next evolution of the platform. As I mentioned, we had this automation platform built for all these different integrations for Morpheus Network Blue. But as we went through mapping processes with these clients, it wasn't just a single platform that was required. We had to customize and, like you said, evolve the platform into these specific solutions for our clients. The conglomeration of all these different solutions, conglomeration of all these new integrations that we have as well, that's what defines Morpheus Network Black.
And what are the key fundamental differences between Morpheus Network Black and Morpheus Network Blue?
Once again, I would say it's those specified solutions that we have, right? So for example, with Federated Co-op, we have that amazing food certificate handling solution. That is a specific user interface for handling those certificates. It's completely different in a sense in the workflow builder, which works in parallel to that platform, but it's a whole nother system. So the difference between Blue, which is sort of like a very flexible automation platform, and Black is that Black has all these different logins and UIs for specific users down to supply chain as well. It allows all these different users to contribute to that same workflow builder and contribute to that automation all the way down the supply chain. So I'd say that's the number one difference between Blue and Black, is the fact that Black involves all these different parties as a part of the different built solutions that we have, battle tested, being used by clients right now.
But and I'm going to turn to you, Noam.
Yeah.
Golftainer.
Yes.
Have I saying that right? What is Golftainer?
Yeah, Golftainer. So this really means so much to us. Golftainer is actually one of the world's largest privately owned port operator. So across the Middle East, they manage a number of very, very large ports. And so a while ago, they launched this Future of Ports Challenge. And specifically, what they were looking for was new disruptive technology, things like IoT and blockchain and all that exciting and all that exciting stuff, machine learning and AI. And they were looking for companies that have, robust, proven solutions that hopefully they can adopt. And we're so excited about this, one, because of the size of Golftainer, huge, massive company. Two, because of the size of the competition. There was 2,000 entries, across the globe, startups and some established companies as well. And what Golftainer was evaluating was not simply the technology, they were also evaluating the entire company. They wanted to ensure that the company behind the product was, a pretty solid company and a solid team. So it was a long process. It started with, a long application form, and then a video interview, and then a demo, and then a follow-up demo. So it was quite a long process. And I remember, one day we got a notification that of those 2,000 companies, we were now in the top 10, which we thought was absolutely incredible. And then there was another round of demos. And then we were waiting, and then finally we found that we won the competition. I think there was 4 winners in total across different categories. And so we were, one of the 4 winners out of 2,000. And so we won a bit of money, prize money, which is always nice. But I think more exciting is that now we're in the middle of a pilot. We're just starting the pilot with Golftainer. And that's very exciting because we're basically putting our platform into action at one of their ports. And so, if everything goes well, then, ideally they'll become a customer. So things are looking really well. And, what's also exciting is that this is really validation. Our team works so hard, our developers work so hard, but it's so nice to have a company such as Golftainer evaluate your technology, evaluate, your team and your company, and basically, give you a big kind of thumbs up that what you're doing is great and what you're doing really has value for companies. So yeah, we're super excited, and that's kind of what we're doing with Golftainer.
That's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
That is amazing. So Morpheus Network has got agreements with manufacturing companies in China, agreements with freight forwarding companies in Africa, agreements with government agencies in the Americas, and now you're going to have an agreement or a pilot agreement with a with a port company, a port group in the Middle East. And of course, the Middle East, it's not that important to world trade, really, is it? Just at the nexus between Europe and Asia and Africa, where they all meet, not a big deal, right? And that's just incredible, like what it can open up. And then I suppose for Golftainer, it's a really, really great way of finding the best of the best. Mm-hmm. For them to host this competition and going through, and I get the validation and the credibility, because I think it also gives you credibility as well as opening doors. And
right.
Which are some of the ports that they operate in? I imagine Dubai.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, first, that kind of growth that we're seeing, I think there's a few factors. Like one, I think our technology is great. Our team is fantastic, of course. But, we decided to, we created this program called Morpheus Network Solution Providers. And these are fantastic companies around the globe. We have them now in Australia and China and Asia and America and Canada. I probably missed a few more countries, but we have got quite a few now. And these are supply chain consultants and companies with their existing clients. And they're basically now offering our platform to their existing customers. And so that's very exciting. And it allows it's accelerated our growth because they can kind of focus on their existing relationships and, bring our technology to them. So that's really one factor in our growth. And really the second factor I'd say is just the timing of the market right now. We've spoken a lot about the supply chain industry, how overall it's a very inefficient industry, very slow manual processes. But now, for the first time, we really have breakthrough technologies like blockchain and IoT devices and machine learning. And all this breakthrough technology can now really be applied to this industry. And we're seeing, tremendous advantages. So the timing of our company to be in this space right now, I think is brilliant. And then one more thing I'll mention, just the flexibility of our platform. We're positioned as middleware, and it really means that, being able to connect to anything and everything, it means that our platform's so adaptable for these different industries that we're working with now, port operators and even some governments now and enterprises. So all those factors are kind of coming together, and thankfully, growth in our company is doing really well right now.
That's fabulous. That is really, really fabulous. Okay. And then Dan, do you know
the comment though? I just want to mention Golftainer. Once again, Noam did an amazing job describing, what we're doing with them and what an amazing company it is. They actually handle ports. They're one of the largest, as mentioned, privately owned port operators in the world, all the way across the Middle East, right? As mentioned as well, across Dubai. They handle the ports in Saudi Arabia, handle the ports in Iraq as well. And actually, they just signed a 35-year port operator contract with Port Canaveral in Florida. So this is their first foray into the United States. So once again, it gives us, obviously a lot more connections in different parts of the world again, being a part of, Golftainer's partnership program. And then also, they actually have a fully integrated 3PL that they run. They have a ton of different businesses going on at the same time, all related obviously to supply chain. So once again, our initial project and pilot with Golftainer is just that, is the initial one. There'll be many more projects after that and many more integrations, most definitely.
I'm sure there will be many more projects after that. And one of the other projects that you've got that we want to talk about is CGI.
Yeah, CGI Pipe and Fabrication. Really excited about that as well. It's actually a great company, fabrication company out of San Antonio, Texas. They basically fabricate all different stuff for people in the oil and gas industry. They have a ton of different equipment that they're constantly going through, as you can imagine, shipping, receiving all the time. And once again, with CGI, that is what we can provide them, is this traceability of all their physical assets. So when they're shipping a piece of equipment, in order to do a specific job, they have to know where that equipment is. They have to know why they've ordered in that equipment. The attachment of the actual documents to that equipment itself is all done through the platform, all in an automated state. Where before, when we first started talking to CGI, it was literally copying and pasting out of Notepad, making phone calls to find out where things are. And now it's completely automated, sort of state that they're in through the platform. So it's very exciting. It's actually a very easy implementation, leveraging document generation as well as simple QR codes in order to push ahead all these different movements of their supply chain. And it gives them all that visibility. When something's received, they scan a QR, they know exactly where it is. And that's the implementation. So very excited about that, especially once again, being in the oil and gas industry. It gives us a company to sort of, relate to when we're talking to other companies in the oil and gas industry too. So,
yeah. Now, is this a pilot stage or post-pilot?
This is post-pilot stage right now with CGI. Right now, what their current state is they're actually, it's not a pilot stage because we've already completed an initial pilot with them. Their stage right now is implementing it. So when they're actually sending it off to different locations, they have to make sure that those locations as well are connected to the platform. So that implementation is going on right now. So I would say it's post-pilot stage, but not completed quite yet. So very exciting though.
Okay, very good, very good. And one of the things I really enjoy about Morpheus Network, and this is for those that are watching, that are token holders or interested in this project, is there's a pre-public phase where there's stuff going on that they're not able to talk about because for NDA or commercial reasons, or it ain't confirmed yet. And then there's the pilot stage, and then there's the post-pilot stage where it's now being deployed for real. And then you've got many, many projects, I imagine, at different stages. So there are, in the background, I imagine, projects that are pre-public.
Just kicking off, stuff that we can't talk about. And obviously there's the projects that we have talked about that we've implemented, released, so on and so forth, but we're still growing out with those companies, right? There's so much growth. As we said, it's not just about one implementation. It's about that initial implementation and finding where we can grow from there.
Yes. Yeah. I imagine like the Morpheus Network started off as a little acorn, and now it's like a sapling getting bigger and bigger into this massive oak over time.
Mhm.
And one of those projects that you've been with for a while and are public and I've covered before, and we've spoken before, is FCL, Federated Canadian
Federated Co-op.
That's it. I'm so sorry. I have covered it, honestly. Which is one of the largest retail outlets in Canada. It's a top 100 company on the Canadian stock market.
Top 50, I believe.
Top 50. Okay. No.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah. FCL was really one of our early enterprise companies. And so that was very exciting. And so we've been working with them for a while. And yes, they're one of the largest companies in Canada, certainly top 50, I'd say. But what's exciting now is that, so we're working with a specific business unit within FCL, but what's happened is that it's been so successful within that business unit. Other business units found out about it and they said, what is that? And what's happening now is other business units are now looking to adopt our platform as well. So within these companies that we're able to get into, we're finding that it's starting to spread within the company, which is fantastic. When we speak to new companies now, our kind of focus is to really get in the door, because now we have confidence that once we're in the door, there's so much room to grow within a company. So yeah, we love FCL. We have a fantastic working relationship with them. They're fantastic guys. And it's really just further validation that, our platform can actually provide great value to companies.
That's fabulous. That is fabulous. And that's going to lead into other departments of FCL and then their competitors and everything. And that's going to and then people are going to see what's happening with FCL in Canada. And then perhaps, your network of consultants is make connections with equivalent businesses in Europe, South America, Africa, wherever. Okay, anything else you want to let us know that's happening with regards to Morpheus Network, or you want the community to know?
Well, yeah, actually one item, definitely want to give a shout out to our community as always. We it's quite an active group, always in Telegram, always private messaging us and sending us emails, which we love. We try and pay very close attention to them, of course. And one thing I wanted to mention is I know a lot of community members want to see us on more exchanges. And so I just wanted to mention, we're putting a lot of time and attention and focus into that because we feel it's important, because we know it's important for the community. So it's one of those things that we can't announce until it's fully ready to be announced. But I wanted to kind of reassure everyone that it's definitely something that we're giving close attention to. Absolutely.
Very good. I'm sure people will be thrilled to hear that. Anything for you, Dan?
Yeah, I wanted to comment sort of on that as well. Sort of, the same sort of theme about the community and the questions they're putting out there, which are fantastic. There's some of the community that are asking about exchanges and liquidity and all this stuff. And as Noam mentioned, we can't really go public with that stuff until everything is sort of in a sense set in stone, signed and sealed. But I will, let them know, as Noam did as well, that the entire team is grinding so hard at this stuff. I will say that we are, approaching a ton of different people when it comes to marketing, when it comes to, as Noam mentioned, exchanges as well. Grinding on everything, working so hard for it, guys. And one thing I want to say about the community as well, a lot of the community members who aren't asking those questions are answering a lot of questions. I want to thank those guys so much. They're amazing. They know about the project inside and out. If anybody who's watching this video wants to learn about Morpheus, yeah, you can reach out to the team. You can talk to Noam, myself, even Crypto Rich knows a lot about the project, but you just slip into our Telegram. You ask any question. Those guys are just so knowledgeable. They know it all. So feel free to feel confident. Talk to the Telegram group. They know what they're talking about.
Yeah, and it is a great Telegram group, and the credit goes to you two and the rest of the team for the project that you run. This is a cryptocurrency project with a real world use case that's building and building and building, has legacy customers, and will have even more legacy customers, and using the blockchain to make a difference. So thank you so much, guys. For anybody who's watching, any comments, questions, let me know in the description below the video. I would appreciate your comments, even if it's the ticker symbol for the token MRPH. Just put that as a comment. That supports me and supports the channel. And between now and when I see you next, please keep filling your pockets with crypto profits. This is Crypto Rich and Crypto Noam and Crypto Dan signing out. All the best. Bye-bye.
Thank you.